Hello, everyone, and
Hey.
welcome to the first ever HypnoPig Podcast. I'm Myles.
Yeah, I'm Brandon.
And I'm Eddie.
Eddie is not technically part of the HypnoPig. He is
Nope.
he's sort of a HypnoPig alumni, I guess you could say.
I am an up-and-coming YouTuber. I have about 6 subscribers.
Yeah, and like a lot more on his other one.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. But they're
Yeah.
pretty much dead. I killed them all.
Yeah.
you're on like your second. So you got about 3.
Wait, see now I don't know if Eddie meant his subscribers are dead or his channels.
Oh,
Both actually. Both of the subscriber and the channel of my former self.
Eddie was just thinking like, if I don't kill them, they're going to subscribe to someone else, and if I can't have them, nobody can. And he just
Pretty
starts,
much. I mean,
yeah,
can't let that happen.
got
Rather
that
than sending them
bloodlust.
here, he just killed them all.
I'm
So,
a cold-hearted killer, bro.
So some topics of discussion, I guess. Start things off. Like we're all gamers. Like, what kind of games you guys playing right now?
GTA.
You know,
5.
me and Eddie had GTA 5.
and
Persistently.
1.5 HD remix.
What one did you were just playing?
Well, I'm not playing right now, but like when I'm not playing
Oh,
GTA
Kingdom
5 right
Hearts,
now, I'm
yeah.
playing the 1.5 remix
Yeah.
of Kingdom Hearts. Oh,
And when I'm not playing GTA 5, I'm playing Battlefield 3 a while.
And when I'm not playing GTA 5 because I didn't buy GTA 5 because I'm I'm a poor man's gamer. I like to stick to them free indie games, but also I've been playing Borderlands 2, which is not an indie game.
And
But
not really a poor man's game at all, because it costs like the same amount to say GTA 5 did.
I make exceptions for certain titles. Borderlands 2, I was so stoked on. Unfortunately, I bought it and I just never really played it, but like I'd play it, I'd get to level like 12 or 13, and then I'd like start a new character. But I started one a couple of days ago, and I'm at level 25. I just hit 25 today,
Uh,
and I'm
Me
pretty
and you had
stoked.
started characters a couple times, and it was pretty fun when we were playing, but either work or something always winds up interfering with us playing.
and you know, you guys can't have too much fun without me, so it's kind of like when I wasn't
Yeah.
there, it's like,
We're still waiting for Eddie to get Borderlands 2. He's got Borderlands
Yeah.
1.
We always
hasn't
started
played
playing.
it.
I'm
Borderlands.
still waiting for someone to, finish the game with me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I'm
now we have
lost.
to also wait for Myles to get gold because he doesn't have gold anymore.
My gold ran out a few days ago, and I honestly just have no like desire to renew it. It's like I don't know, like because I'm getting more and more into indie games, and I still have a library of games I haven't touched that I have to play through the single campaign. So many games, and I don't see me playing online all that much.
Yeah, I have a pretty giant library of games on Steam that I have to play through, but I just keep buying games. Like whenever I see a game that's on sale, my habit is to go and buy it immediately because well, I might want to play it sometime. I might as well pay like $3 for it now than pay like $20 when it's not on sale, and then I'll have the game when I want to play it right away.
I just want to bring up right now, I am on the Facebooks right now, and I made a post talking about hypothetically if I started a podcast talking about random nothingness or whatever, who would watch it, and I've gotten 2 likes so far, so 2 possible viewers for this podcast when I
That's
upload
more
it.
than like that's like more than one of my videos.
That's more than one.
That's like top 10 of iTunes right there. Boom.
Yeah, holy
it's
crap.
true.
Oh,
I'm jealous of this HypnoPig thing now.
hop on the pig wagon.
I don't know why it sounds really bad.
The pig wagon?
Yeah.
No. Did you know that pigs?
Isn't that what a cop is called? Is that what a cop car is called? No.
I think so. I don't know. I never golfed. Did.
I'm sure I've heard somebody call it that.
I kind of spaced out for a second there because people were talking to me on Facebook. Kind of spaced out.
Oh.
I told you this was gonna happen. I fucking told you.
Eddie,
I'm running
Eddie
over
knows.
innocence, and I'm on topic, kind of.
Yeah.
Eddie, it has to do with the podcast though. A friend of mine.
The podcast.
The podcast. It's a life podcast.
Genuine.
God damn it. I gotta tell him. It's like I gotta tell him. I hope my typing doesn't show up, but on the audio.
Yeah,
but...
it does. I can hear it right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll
Ruin it.
absolutely show up.
I'm gonna make this short. I'm recording right now.
Why would you
TTYL.
respond? No, really, you should just not respond.
I can't. Have you ever seen the movie Phone Booth with Colin Farrell? And the guy is like there's a phone ringing in the phone booth, and it's just ringing. It's just ring, ring, ring. And Colin Farrell's like, well, someone's gonna answer it, so he answers it, and then he gets like stuck in a sniper crossfire, and the sniper's all like, it's like the crazy thing about a phone, everyone hears it ringing, but a ringing phone has to be answered, doesn't it? And I'm like, yeah, no, it has to be answered. It has to be answered.
Yeah. But see, now you're gonna get shot by a sniper is the moral of this story, Myles.
Actually, spoiler alert, Colin Farrell survives.
See? But now you're gonna have to
His
deal
career
with
didn't,
making
but...
fun of you for picking up the fucking phone.
Yeah. It was actually, like, to be honest, like, that was a really good movie, considering the entire movie was just Colin Farrell in a phone booth. Like, that was, like, for 2 hours, and that was a good movie. Colin Farrell, by the way, people make fun of him, but In Bruges, probably one of the better films that I have seen. So, In Bruges.
Oh, I just want to point this out, too. This is our first video in about what, 5.5 months now that we put up on the HypnoPig. We probably should say why, just different reasons and stuff. Like we had mentioned in our last video, like he was moving like from one area to another. My university was ending, so I went into another work during the summer and stuff like that. So I was busy working a couple jobs and whatnot, and long weeks and stuff, and visiting family. And then there was a while where we were just all getting set up and just moved around or whatnot. And I'm finally back in university and settled and stuff, so we're actually like able to do things. And
yeah, it was such a cluster, because yeah, basically me and you would try and record as best we could, but I had problems with my internet and my living situation, and I was trying to get back I was trying to get back home, and it was just so difficult. But I mean, like, I had an awesome 4-day drive. I drove for 4 days, totally great. Come back here. Yeah, both you and me work at the same place. So, and
we did for a while, but then I left for a different.
Yeah, well, like, we were both still working constantly, and
yeah.
And then when that was done, yeah, you went back to school, and now, like, it's stupid. Like, now I just got a new apartment. I got this apartment. It's big, it's spacious, and, like, you know, could totally record here, but
yeah,
there's no one here.
There was only about like 2 full weeks where we were both free at the end of the summer, and then whatnot. It was just us hanging out with like our friends and stuff. And Myles, I'm gonna point out, I can hear myself, or it's either yours or Eddie's. I can hear myself like coming back through it. Okay, yeah, some technical difficulties there, folks. We actually we could hear, like, I could hear my own voice and shit. So we had to fix that. And to get back on topic, we were saying, like, there's about 2 weeks where me and Myles both had free time that we wanted to, like, we each wanted to hang out with friends and stuff that we didn't really get to do all summer. So we didn't have much time to record or whatnot. But now that we're both in living situations that we can and stuff, we plan on putting up some content starting with this podcast.
Yeah, I wanted to get this podcast done because I'm like an idea guy. I have so many thoughts and ideas, but I never actually do anything. So this will hopefully get some forward momentum going. And just ask Eddie. I have a new idea almost every day.
Oh, we have tons.
Yeah, but the thing is, most of them are bad ones.
Well, I don't know, Eddie. How are my ideas?
You have some that fall short, but most of them are actually pretty solid ideas.
I just want to say that either way.
You don't always follow up on them.
I don't follow up on any of them.
Like, oh man, I have an idea. Okay, it's a video, and you say the idea, and then 20 minutes later, you're like, hey, I have another idea.
Yeah.
Legit. I sent away 2 of my ideas. I messaged 2 YouTube people my ideas, and I have not heard back. I am still hopeful, but no, I messaged both of them. One I don't think I'll hear back from because they're big top YouTubers and they're probably much too busy for a small fry like me. And the other, I don't think I'll hear back from them because they're currently trying to run a Kickstarter campaign. So
that's Indie Static. I think.
That is not Indie Static, although at the time of recording this, whenever I put this up, if you're able to like squeeze in the last 3 or 4 or 5 days of the Indie Static Kickstarter, go and donate to that. But because Josh Mattingly's awesome and Indie Static deserves your support. But no, the other channel I sent away to was Gaming Wildlife. I'll plug that on here. Gaming Wildlife, subscribe. They're going to do a Kickstarter, but I haven't really looked into their Kickstarter campaign. I just know that they're going to do something with Kickstarter. Kickstarter. But I sent them an idea because they'll do a video like today on Gaming Wildlife we're looking at the furry, and like he'll be sitting next to a furry and like talk like looking at as if they're in the animal kingdom, and like the guy's wearing like the khaki shorts and the safari hunter outfit. And they have other it's not just that gimmick. They have other cool videos, cool comedy videos. There was sorry, let me talk, Dad. My podcast.
He's just gonna start ranting.
They have one video
for Myles' rants.
Gaming Wildlife had this one video I really liked where they're all sitting around and they just mixed all the trading card games together. So like one guy would be playing like Magic the Gathering cards.
Magic the Poke-Gi-Oh.
They'd be playing Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, Star Trek. Every time someone played a Star Trek card, they'd have to look. They'd all look up from the table, and like their friend would be playing like chess or checkers, and he'd say something, and then like his rule would apply or some. It was some weird thing, but it was really funny. So yeah, Gaming Wildlife, check those guys out.
Did they play Duel Masters?
You know, honestly, I thought like Duel Masters is not in this. I
remember that game was like a fad for a little while too.
Duel Masters was like Magic the Gathering for the severely impaired.
For like 7-year-olds.
Yeah. Alright. It's
calling 7-year-olds retarded.
If Minecraft is if Magic the Gathering is Minecraft, then Duel Masters is playing with Mega Blocks. You know, but to be honest, I like that game. I had a PS2 game of Duel Masters.
I
Me
did
too,
also.
actually.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I loved it.
Was it?
I have the case right here. Duel Masters limited edition, free booster pack inside.
Yeah, mine had the booster pack inside too.
Oh man, we all
Played it for a
Duel
minute.
Masters.
Yeah, mine's at my parents' house, so I can't really go get it and stuff. And I actually have a bunch of Duel Masters cards at my parents' house too.
I have a bunch. I don't want
Back-
to say a bunch. I had somewhere in my possession a handful of Monster Rancher cards. A handful.
Never got into Monster Rancher. But I will say all my stuff is back at my parents' house too.
Yeah.
But that's only because, it's easier for me. So
What little stuff I have is scattered amongst here, my parents' house, and my TV is still in Alberta.
Oh yeah.
My TV. I'm
all
gonna-
my
yeah.
all my important stuff is here. All my childhood stuff's at my I was at my parents' house. Like all my electronics, my TVs, my computers and stuff's with me. So everything I need.
Yeah. All right, moving on to other topics of stuff that I have been doing lately and stuff that I've been passing my time with. Yesterday, or possibly the day before, it doesn't really matter, I started listening to a podcast called Welcome to Nightvale. As anyone heard, Eddie, I've had this discussion with you earlier.
Yep.
Yeah. Welcome to
I think-
Nightvale.
You might have mentioned it, but
It's one of those things that I hear about on Tumblr, and I'm like, what is this? And I'm pretty sure I heard either Chris Hardwick or Kevin Pereira or someone maybe tweet about it or mention it somewhere. So I was like, what is this? And I checked on YouTube, and it's a podcast. Each episode ranged between 20 to 25 minutes. And it's called Welcome to Nightvale. It's basically this guy named Cecil. He's talking like a radio broadcast. It's just him talking like a radio broadcast for the imaginary town of Nightvale. And Nightvale is special because it's almost like every
oh yeah, you have mentioned this.
every like conspiracy theory is like true in that almost like the council is made up of hooded figures that don't want you talking about anything. Everything's very creepy and mysterious. And I listened to it last night.
It'd be like last night around 4 a.m., a large hairy man was spotted outside the cornfield. He appeared to be carrying a small sheep with him.
That kind of content, but the voice is a lot more soothing and relaxing. Like, I listened to 3 episodes, and I had a great sleep last night. But yeah.
I was talking more like the old-timey radio.
yeah, you're like
Yeah.
what NPR.
Yeah, like the war.
Extra. Read all about it.
Yeah,
I know what he's saying.
yeah, like 60s when time of gangsters and stuff has that kind of accent.
Keeping on that note, gangsters, I will just finish off saying Nightvale is... I've been wanting to scratch a Twilight Zone itch for a while of that creepy, weird, uneasy feeling, and Nightvale's doing a pretty good job of it so far. Now, gangsters, has anyone seen the trailer for The Family starring Robert De Niro and Tommy Lee Jones?
No.
I think I have, but only because I heard like The Family, and that's it. I haven't actually seen the trailer. I've heard it in like background noise. That's it.
Well, normally I don't get excited for too many movies on the TV nowadays, but I'm like Robert De Niro, Tommy Lee Jones. Robert De Niro plays like his family has to get relocated or whatever. They have to go in witness protection, I guess, because they're gangsters and they're like old school, like like gangsters. I'm like, yeah, this is boss. This is Robert De Niro, gangster. That's the ticket right there.
It's the bomb.com.
And
Something just talking about like stuff we're excited for, like TV shows and stuff that's coming up. I am waiting for the Halo TV series to be released by.
that's a thing.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg's producing it.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was announced at E3 at the Microsoft press conference that it's a Halo TV series produced by Steven Spielberg.
So
it's gonna probably kick ass, hopefully.
so like, is it about Master Chief or?
I have no idea.
It's either gonna have to be about Master Chief or maybe a team, kind of like in Reach.
Noble team, but the whole Halo universe is just rich with information. So like,
Yeah.
anything focused around UNSC fighting Covenant and just stuff like that, or even like,
Yeah.
for all
The
we know,
books,
it could
too.
it could take place before actual like. It could take place before any of the Covenant invasion and stuff. It could take place during the when it was like terrorist fights between humans and stuff that was going on, and like it could take place about the development of the Spartan, stuff like that. That would be pretty cool to go and see.
I always thought. So it's gonna be live action.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Have you watched Halo Forward Unto Dawn, the live action series that came out? It was kind of like to get you ready for Halo 4, because your guy knows from the series, and like he's in the game too, and like they link together, so it kind of gives you a little bit of background behind that and stuff. And it was a really good series, so I think it might be something like that.
Anything you interested in, Eddie?
Not really. I'm kind of interested to see how Grand Theft Auto Online works out, because I read somewhere that it's not, you don't play as any of the in-game characters. You play as your own character that you create. So I'm interested to see how in-depth the creation is, because that's the one thing I like about Saints Row over Grand Theft Auto, is that you can fully customize your character like every aspect of the way. Well, mostly. And that's the one thing that Grand Theft Auto always lacked for me, was that there was no really true character customization. I mean, you can get haircuts and, get new clothes to make your guy look stylish and stuff, but he's still the same person. And that's what I'm looking forward to seeing, like, GTA Online, if I can make me just more badass, because I'm a very simple person.
I feel like it's not going to be like Saints Row, because, well, it'll have customization options, but Saints Row is way over the top. So, like, you probably aren't going to be a guy with, like, 4-foot high hair or something. Like, people were remaking Goku and stuff, but...
I'm more interested to see if, like, just a face type of thing. I wonder if they might do, like pick your, like, a preset character, and, like, each preset has, like, a certain style of, like, hair and clothes that you can buy and have and such, but I don't know. I'm still optimistic about the whole thing. I'm hoping they do something awesome with it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Well,
Myles, how much are you looking forward to it?
I kind of want to get it, but again, it's buying Xbox Live again. I just don't, because like I've had Xbox Gold for a while now, and I like never used it. Like it's like
we
$6.
tried to play WWE, but that just every time failure.
Speaking of WWE, because whenever I'm in, talking distance of Eddie, I have to bring up wrestling.
Yeah.
But
sorry.
First off, I hope the new game will be out in about a month. 2K14.
Yep.
Really hope the online is a lot better. But before I get into that, Eddie, today is Wednesday. Take a guess at what the #1 trend on Twitter is right now.
NXT, Sami Zayn, something. Bray
No,
Wyatt, The Shield,
although
2K14.
that would be awesome, it's actually Wednesday's night, hashtag main event.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's that other show, to
The
go with the
other
other 3 or 4 other shows.
One of the shows that we're supposed to care about, but no one really does.
You know what's sad is, like, main events, actually, I watched, like, 1 or 2 episodes. It's actually, like, that's their good wrestling show. Like,
Yeah,
they'll have,
Oh yeah,
they'll have a handful of matches, but it's good.
it's just no one watches it because it's like they have so many things on. Like they have a show on Monday, they have 2 on Wednesday, they have 1 on Friday, and then they have Sunday's pay-per-view every 4 weeks. It's too much stuff
Yeah.
all at once. And Monday is 3 hours. Wednesday, if you add up everything, it's 2 hours. Friday is 2 hours. It's just
And then, there you can get more if you watch Ring of Honor or if you watch TNA.
I just saw a TNA commercial maybe about a minute ago.
Yeah.
Because I just have I have TV on in the background with Deadliest Warrior and stuff.
Screw it, let's
just to
talk
watch
about
it.
TNA for a second. So recently TNA signed Quentin Rampage Jackson. And
Really?
I've heard rumors Tito Ortiz may be looking to come into the professional wrestling business.
Tito Ortiz has already been on. He's been on it, I think 2 or 3 episodes of TNA. But he wasn't signed to a contract with TNA. He was signed by Spike TV, and the reason why him and Rampage were there was to promote their fight in Bellator in November. So that's the main reason why they were there, was just to get some
Okay.
publicity, yeah, for
So-
their big Bellator MMA fight.
Rampage isn't part of the roster.
Rampage is signed to TNA, but he hasn't been on neither of the 2 guys have been on in like 3 weeks. So,
Money well spent.
yeah.
And man, if he shows up once in a while and just goes like, does he bark? I feel like he howls.
He howls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just
Titus
does that
O'Neil
howl.
barks.
Money paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm not a big like wrestling fan as these guys, so I only know about the old stuff I used to watch, like 5 or 6 years ago when I used to watch it a lot.
Yeah,
Those were the good years.
Well, it's gone up and down since then.
Yeah.
Things have changed. Whether it's better or worse, that's a matter of perception and opinion.
There are some things now that are like better. Like I would say their talent now is way better, in my opinion. I mean, they have guys like Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Cassius Ohno, or Chris Hero, depending on what you're used to calling him.
Antonio Cesaro.
Antonio Cesaro, yeah.
Sami Zayn is
Ole.
Sami Zayn is just like amazing. You put him and Cesaro in a ring together, it's
You can put him with
ridiculous.
anybody in a ring, but yeah, with Cesaro, it is pure gold.
I'm waiting for Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan. 2 guys like that.
I'm waiting for Zayn and Punk. Both,
I'm waiting
they were-
I'm waiting for Ziggler to be used in these sentences.
Oh, well, yeah, Ziggler is one. I don't think WWE likes Ziggler.
Which is really stupid. You would think Ziggler has all. I'm going to try to steer this away from wrestling in a moment.
Yeah.
I
Just
swear.
because I'm kind of not able to contribute at all.
This is what I want to say though. Ziggler should be WWE's guy. Why? He has the talent of all these indie stars that we've been naming. He's just as talented as those guys, but he wasn't an indie star. He is a WWE product. He is a product of the WWE system with the talent of the indie stars. So there should be nothing holding him back. I don't know what the problem is.
Maybe they're trying to use him to boost up other guys, but I don't know. It seems every time he gets a main event slot or the world title or WWE championship, he loses it immediately and goes right back down to jobbing or in the mid card to
All right.
Boosting up little guys.
That-
But yeah,
that-
that's pretty much it.
That's enough about wrestling because wrestling's fake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was just gonna say that
guys.
I find it funny every year I usually wind up playing the new wrestling game at Myles' place or whatnot. And every year I'm like who's this big ginger or something? Which was Sheamus. Like I have no idea who these people are. I'm like I recognize the old people like Triple H and John Cena and stuff, and I know John Cena's not like one of the really old people or whatnot, but like I recognize the people that I
almost 10
from a
years.
long time ago. Oh, maybe
2002 was his debut. Yeah.
Oh, all right. It's been 11 years. He's he's out currently for the next like 6 months. He had this big like thing on his elbow. It was the size of like a tennis ball.
Yeah.
And it was huge. And I actually think Adam Cole has a similar thing right now.
Yeah. But his is more like a zit or something. It looks like.
Yeah, but oh man, it's so sick. Like
you know what's kind of funny? You say it's the size of a tennis ball.
yeah, it is.
Is it called tennis elbow? Yeah.
No, but I don't know what it is. It's like imagine where the elbow bends, like where the point of it is. Now imagine a tennis ball coming out the side of the elbow. It's so weird, and it's John Cena always has like when he gets injured, he gets like gruesome.
Oh yeah.
Like call the Discovery Channel injured.
The weirdest freaking shit.
The weirdest stuff just grows on him.
It's kind of disgusting, actually.
I feel like we should turn this conversation somewhere. Name another one of your awesome topics, Myles.
In local business, I just want to. I don't know. I read in the paper because my sister tried to get me to help her with her paper project or whatever.
That's cheating, Myles.
Yeah, actually it is. But
No.
out here, there's like a strip mall plaza kind of thing up in I wouldn't call it a mall, but you know, a strip thing.
Strip club.
Up in town, and 3 of the businesses there, you're looking at an H&R Block, what's called the Celtic Clippers, which is like the barbershop, and Island Hemp, which is it's called Island Hemp. It's you go there to buy your pipes and your what have you, your smoking apparatus. Yeah, and and your Bob Marley hats, of course. Wouldn't be complete without those. All 3 of those have about 2 months to leave because the bank around here, the credit union, will be moving into all 3 of those slots. And
what?
they signed the person who the landlord of the strip mall has signed a 20-year deal with the credit union. So those spots will be filled for 20 years. Although I think the shops shouldn't really be concerned, but at the same time there's an other strip mall within walking distance of that one, and like new stores are just closing there all the time. So just try and get one of those spots. Or try moving away because everything closes around here.
Maybe it's haunted.
Yeah. Maybe it's haunted.
From like
it's just a credit union executive running around with a sheet over him, just going ooh at the smoke shop.
See, the stoners would get scared and run around.
Yeah.
Zoinks!
Like Zoinks Cube. I can't do a Shaggy voice. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna jump off this person.
But yeah, anything else happening in your guys' lives?
I'm getting ready to take a co-op term, or I'm planning on, so I'm gonna probably move at the end of this year and stuff, but I have to start sending out resumes or whatnot and find myself a place I'm willing to go and whatnot. So that's a big thing right now. I have to take a bunch of extra classes and stuff.
Let's see. I am just checking the Twitters.
I have
See,
a
I don't
topic.
follow a lot of. I follow interesting people, but they never tweet anything interesting. Yeah.
Interesting people post things like I ate a sandwich.
Interesting people are usually too busy being interesting to tweet.
Yeah. You know something I have to get into? I don't use it, but I know a ton of people who use it now. Reddit. Like,
I know a guy who tried to get me into Reddit.
yeah, I know a lot of people who are using Reddit and stuff, and I feel like I should start using it, just because, like, there's articles and stuff that are news and whatnot, and then there's just a bunch of interesting stuff and conversations or whatnot that I've heard about through it. I just personally have never really used it.
I feel like I have a Twitter, I have a Facebook, I have a Tumblr, I have a YouTube. I'm just like, when does it end?
Yeah.
Then
Oh, you know,
then I get
yeah,
Reddit, then I get Instagram. Someone asked me on Tumblr what my IG was, and I had to Google what does
yeah.
IG mean. Oh, it's your Instagram, and I'm like, I don't have one.
See, I completely died off after Facebook and stuff. Like, I use YouTube and I use Facebook. I don't use Twitter. I don't use any of that stuff. But I have to start getting. I want to start getting into it more, especially like for the channel and whatnot.
Hmm.
I'd like to do more like
I
social media outlets.
I use Tumblr because it's
Great community.
I see a lot of cool stuff on Tumblr, uh, especially like stuff with animation and cool stuff like that. Plus, a lot of the fandoms that are popular on Tumblr are fandoms that I belong to. So, like uh, Sherlock, BBC Sherlock, I love that show. Game of Thrones. Uh, I'm just now getting into Supernatural.
Yeah, I was gonna mention it.
Yeah, yeah. Eddie was building up to it, but no.
Well, you ruined it for me.
Shut down.
Uh,
I'm on. I just finished watching episode 4 of season 4, so I still got like 4 more seasons.
Wait, so you watched like one episode today?
I watched one episode because my sister wanted me. She wanted my
Oh, yeah.
computer She wanted my computer, so I had to drive down there, and then she barely got anything wrote up because she was like on her phone, and she's right. People.
you don't want to insult your
kids.
family on a public podcast, Myles.
Oh no, it's just kids, stupid kids.
Kids
But
being kids.
as I was gonna say, another big social media thing now. I watch videos like through YouTube of it every now and then. Vine.
I knew you were going there.
Yeah. Like I watch 5 minutes of the 5 minutes of the best vines and stuff of just people who put together good ones, so I can sit down and watch a bunch of them in a row or whatnot. But I personally I don't have it once again. But it's something
same.
that I should get into.
Vines for me are amazing things to watch, but not amazing things to do because I think it's attached to Twitter now, and I do not. I tried Twitter like three or four times. And I didn't like it at all either time.
Oh, I don't see the point in Twitter.
Yeah,
I have
There's
it,
only-
but I have no point.
There's only so much that I like people knowing I'm doing. Like I don't want to have a Twitter because I'm not going to just start posting like, oh, I'm studying system architecture and stuff like that, or I'm eating bread. I don't feel like putting that out for the public to know.
I would tweet a lot. It's just the 140 character thing that limits me. Because you
Myles
guys
gets some
know.
rants,
You guys know I'm the type of person I will post like a monologue and expect everyone to read it and like it and
You
whatever.
actually haven't been. Like, you barely post on Facebook anymore. You might post a like to a link the last while, but you used to post like a monologue a day.
Actually, I'm going to bring something up right now, and you're hearing it first on this podcast. I actually stopped it so that you can't see my posts anymore. Because every time we hung out, you're like, Myles, your posts are getting really negative.
They were at the end, yeah.
They're getting really, So I'm like, fine.
Okay.
Brandon cannot see my posts anymore.
Ah.
Since then, I have
didn't know that.
posted. Since then, I posted a lot of weird stuff. I can't. Oh, the other day, for example, I typed up. I can change that if you want me to, so you can hear my shit again.
You can. Like I was saying, it just at the time, it was when you didn't have money and stuff, and it started being like I shouldn't have moved back to Cape Breton.
I'm still iffy on that. If this leads to something, then whatever. At least,
like I told you, I'm completely fine in listening to opinions and everything like that, as long as stuff's just not negative. Because I don't like dealing with a lot of negativity or whatnot.
Sometimes I'll try to put an upward inflection at the end, it's like, I'm feeling really down, blah blah blah, life sucks or whatever. I guess it could be worse, or at least I have my craft dinner, or something like that. I'll try to throw some
I thought it was at least I have these posts for a while.
Well, yeah. At least I have my loyal fan club of 3 people. I have a handful of people that will like whatever I post.
I think you're starting a cult, not a fan club.
I've been trying really hard, but I can't get the Kool-Aid to mix right. It comes out all powdery and saturated.
Add water.
And he just went all Walter White on you. The chemistry of Kool-Aid.
The chemistry of Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid, bitch. I saw a picture of Aaron Paul, who's Jesse. They're on the red carpet, and he's holding up to the camera a little small baggie, and it's got the blue meth in it. But he's like, guys, it's actually cotton candy flavored rock candy. Cotton candy, yeah.
I actually saw a video on how to make Breaking Bad rock candy, and it was the blue little crystals in a bag.
Was it a step-by-step, get the poly?
Yeah, it was by I forgot the YouTube channel.
Are they actually making rock candy in all the episodes?
I would laugh hysterically if they were.
It's a behind-the-scenes thing.
Yeah, it's just behind the scenes, and just Walt is just smashing it all up to eat it and stuff. And
I just had a great idea. Alright, instead of using child labor, let's use actor labor. So you want to get jeans to be made, right? You want someone to make jeans?
So you make a show about making jeans.
You make a show about making jeans. You get, the guy who... he's pretending to be, the founder of Old Navy. And you get a bunch of actors to make jeans. Say it's for a TV show or whatever. And then, boom, all your jeans are made. All you have to do is, pay actors. And
well, that's how it is now, isn't it? Breaking Bad, it's all their meth is just made, I guess, if they were making it. I wonder if that's how they pay some of the cast.
Oh, man.
Then again, if it was rock candy, it'd be equally funny if they were just paying the cast in rock candy.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Hey, Jim, I need my 3 kilos of rock candy by Wednesday.
This show gave me diabetes.
No, really, I was making 3 pounds of rock candy a freaking day. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I would love to go on an acting set one day, because if I'm to believe Supernatural, the catering is awesome. If I'm to believe that, and food. Also, I just like acting. It'd be sweet.
Yeah.
I've been going to some conferences and stuff for school-related things and whatnot, and they've been catered to at least a little bit of an extent. So you get trays of food and whatnot, and coffee or anything like that. So when I'm going to all the company stuff like I've been doing, getting free food and stuff, it's just a nice little addition to learning about the company.
Right on.
And right now I'm just free falling in the sky.
Free falling.
Copyright. Yeah.
Right on, right on.
Yeah, that's the only part of that song I know.
It's the only part of the song you need to know.
Yeah. I was trying to think of the other bit, and I have no idea.
I feel like it's been about an hour now.
Yeah, it has been about an hour, because, no, actually,
Yeah.
I thought I knew the time when we started, but I don't.
Well, it's 9:30 where I'm at, so.
Yeah, we were supposed to start at 9, but 9 our time isn't 9 Eddie's time, because Eddie's a Yank. So,
Well,
like,
technically I'm a Steeler.
oh my god.
I know.
Technically, you're a Devil. You're a Jersey Devil. Technically.
Well, that's if you want to go way back.
Yeah.
My olden days.
But we don't talk about those days anymore.
Or
I quit tanning and being a douchebag.
I got out of that life. I made my own.
That's just not me anymore. I used to be Eddie E. Or I
But
used
then
to
I
be
took
Ed
an arrow
E.
to the knee.
Can you imagine if we should all get
I was trying to
tans?
think of some Jersey version of that. I used to be a Jersey guy, but I used to be a Jersey guy, but then I took some sunblock to the eye or something. I don't know. It was terrible.
Oh, Eddie, just because that joke, I got it. All right, Eddie, I used to be a pro wrestler, but then I tore my quad.
my god.
That's everyone's like, what?
See, a lot of wrestlers get into four-wheeler accidents.
Yeah, I had a quad.
I tore my quad.
All right.
Yeah, they hurt their legs in those four-wheeler accidents.
I guess you want to end on a wrestling joke, I guess?
No, we
No?
should not end on a wrestling joke. Nobody will come back.
No one will come back.
Alright, I have a different joke then.
All right.
Three guys do a podcast. Two from Canada, one's from the States. The States says something about wrestling. The other two laugh. The podcast ends. But I have nothing.
This joke is going nowhere.
I'm jumping off this cliff.
Wrestler says, I am Pagliacci. Everybody laughs. Good joke. Reference.
Why are you talking about clowns, Myles?
Come on, reference. Who knows the reference?
Done.
Do you know the reference? If so, leave a comment down below.
Well, I just said the clown.
Yes, but the joke is from something.
I actually can't think of it.
Austin Powers.
Neither one of you watch movies.
I'm just thinking about random movies that I hear you talk about a lot. Hey, I watch movies.
Well, if you know in the comments or whatever, Doobily-do, leave it in the Doobily-do. Not in the Doobily-do, that's where I put my Doobly descriptions.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the description down below. Yes. Leave it in the...
I meant the com box.
The com box. I was going to call it the comedy goo, but the com box...
You guys are very professionals. Talking about goobly-goos and com boxes.
And the gobbledygooker. Alright. But yeah, I think that's about time. An hour or so is pretty good.
Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my following channel. My good luck. Subscribe to my other channel. It's dead. It's Mr. Griffin. Follow me on Twitter.
You can actually say it instead of just going like.
You know, like, if you want to.
I don't care. You guys
you might as well say your information.
You guys can put it in the doobly-doo if you want. I mean, I really don't.
I'll doobly that do up.
Okay.
I will do that doobly.
Eddie's stuff will be in the description.
Maybe, I don't know.
Put it in the doobly-doo.
We're both from the HypnoPig.
Yeah, me and Burny are the HypnoPig. Hear us oink.
Or should be here a squeal and you guys go like oi 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 oi.
Yeah, let's not.
I'm good. I'm good without doing that.
All right, and hopefully we'll meet back next week for another podcast. Overall, I think this went pretty good, and yeah, we will see you.
Hopefully we'll get some other videos up too, possibly some gaming and whatnot.
Yeah, we will try to get back on a decent schedule. It's just been really weird. But yeah, hopefully everything goes great, and until next time, this has been the HypnoPig Podcast, signing off.